Kelsey Mitchell said something that pissed off a lot of people.
Kelsey Plum at the All-Star game. Well, what if I was to tell you she's speaking about it in a new interview?
That Kelsey Plum made about Caitlin Clark at the All-Star game over the pay us what you owe us shirts and them all wearing the shirts. Remember, Team Clark didn't bother to show up.
You want to talk about the Team Clark comment and all that?
Oh, I made a bad joke.
Yeah.
I made a really bad joke.
Where does this competitive piece come from? We've already got 14. Oh, no, I'm just playing hard. We want to blow them out. We're a lot better than them. I hate to say it.
Breaking news out of the WNBA.
That Kelsey Plum made about Caitlin Clark at the All-Star game over the pay us what you owe us shirt.
Kelsey Plum has once again taken a shot at Caitlin Clark, and fans are not holding back. What was meant to be a joke quickly turned into a fresh wave of backlash, leaving Plum facing heavy criticism while Caitlin continues to rise above it all. Comment 100% if you stand with Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark team did not go to this little meeting that they was wearing these shirts at. Come on, pay us more.
It all started again with Kelsey Plum bringing up Caitlin Clark's name while revisiting the All-Star Weekend moment that was supposed to be about player unity. During the Pay Us More t-shirt movement, Plum singled out Team Clark for not being at the last-minute meeting where the plan was discussed.
Team Clark, they didn't make it to the meeting either. Just making a joke, trying to make the room lighter.
Because they were hungover. That was the joke, yes?
Instead of keeping things professional, she joked that Caitlin's team skipped because they were hungover.
It was a shot at Caitlin Clark, and everybody knows it, all right? Everybody knows that, and it was not needed. It was part of a long line of shots that Caitlin continues to take by mother effers in this league.
The problem? That comment didn't just fall flat. It came across as another direct shot at Caitlin Clark.
Back at the All-Star game, Sabrina Ionescu, who was on Team Caitlin Clark, she didn't appreciate this comment either. She was like, yeah, that really had to be said now, didn't it?
Sabrina Ionescu's reaction said it all. Sitting right next to Plum, she looked stunned, almost as if she couldn't believe Plum had actually said it out loud. What was meant to be a lighthearted remark instantly turned into a viral controversy.
Players still, the gist of the meeting was that the players were going to wear those t-shirts. The players on Team Clark wore the t-shirts, Caitlin included. What difference does it make? None.
Fans were quick to point out that Caitlin did wear the shirt and stood in full support of her fellow players. The so-called joke painted a misleading picture, making it seem like Caitlin and her teammates didn't care, when in reality they were part of the movement like everyone else.
It was a shot at Caitlin Clark, and everybody knows it, and it was not needed. It was part of a long line of shots that Caitlin continues to take by mother effers in this league, and people are fed up with it. Her fans are fed up with it.
This is what made Plum's words so frustrating for many. Instead of strengthening the message of unity, she chose to call out Clark's team in front of cameras, dragging Caitlin's name into drama that didn't need to exist.
We're like, really? This league has been a total and utter and complete failure for 26 years until that girl came out of Iowa to play basketball in your league.
For a league that's finally gaining traction, thanks to Caitlin's popularity, it looked like yet another attempt by a veteran to chip away at her shine.
Bad joke. Kelsey Dumb's the reason every player in the WNBA needs PR training. Plum is not very bright. Kelsey deserves all the negative remarks and comments she got. Person can't try to explain it or say sorry after the fact because it only looks like you got caught and you want to seem like you're sorry.
The reaction to Kelsey Plum's comments was immediate and fierce. Fans across the country took to social media, and instead of laughing along with Plum's so-called joke, they tore it apart.
Nothing to prepare these players for fame, popularity, a new adoring fan base in social media. They seem to trip in every situation. This was a avoidable, self-inflicted wound.
Many said the remark was not only out of line, but also another example of veteran players feeling threatened by Caitlin Clark's rising influence. Supporters pointed out that Caitlin has done more for the WNBA in one season than most players have in their entire careers.
We're like, really? This league has been a total and utter and complete failure for 26 years until that girl came out of Iowa to play basketball in your league.
She's the reason ticket sales are breaking records, TV ratings are at all-time highs, and arenas are finally selling out. And yet, rather than acknowledging the positive changes she's brought, Plum chose to single her out with sarcasm. Fans didn't let that slide.
The players on Team Collier, it didn't go down well at all. And you know what? Rightfully, it didn't go down well. It was a It was not a great joke, lads. It was just not a great joke.
They reminded everyone that Caitlyn and her teammates did wear the shirts, showing their support just like the rest of the league. By calling out Team Clark in a negative way, Plum shifted the spotlight away from solidarity and turned it into unnecessary drama.
Glad to hear this clarification. However, it highlights the issue at the WBA, and Captain Engelbert did nothing to prepare these players for fame. Exactly, bro.
The backlash online was brutal. People called Plum unlikable, petty, and jealous, with many accusing her of trying to ride Caitlyn's name for attention.
Why is she on Shayda Clark? She's actually not. She's not, but it sounds like it is. And then people are like, it just starts this whole dumb conversation again. Being like, oh, it's petty. Like, some people are like, oh, she's not. Everyone does have to be like Caitlyn. She literally said Team Caitlyn Clark. And that's their team name. It is an incredibly dumb thing.
Comment after comment echoed the same thought. Without Caitlyn Clark, the league wouldn't even be close to this level of popularity. This is why the criticism was so strong. To fans, Plum's words weren't just a bad joke. They were a reminder of the way established players continue to take subtle shots at Caitlyn.
Do you want to talk about the Team Clark comment and all that?
Oh, I made a bad joke.
Yeah.
I made a really bad joke. Tough one.
Well, let me set it up.
Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead.
So basically, okay, so what I'm finding is like, and you just touched on a little bit, like players have personalities.
Instead of supporting the player who's given the league its biggest moment in history. In the end, what Plum thought would lighten the mood only made her look worse. She lost credibility with many fans, while Caitlyn's base grew even louder and more united in defending her.
Yeah, it was like a positive, fun all-star game, and you were trying to just make a joke. And it just got twisted.
While Kelsey Plum tried to walk her words back by calling them a bad joke, the truth is that the damage was already done. The fans didn't buy it, and her explanation came across as nothing more than damage control.
The more, if you say everyone, this is one of the things I always say in real life, or in real life, everyone says dumb shit. Sometimes you're in a position like I am where you might say dumb shit to tens of thousands of people.
But here's where the contrast became crystal clear. While Plum was stuck explaining herself, Caitlyn Clark handled the situation with the same grace and maturity that has already made her the face of the league. Caitlyn didn't lash out. She didn't get dragged into the drama, and she didn't waste time trading shots.
At the end of the day, this is absolutely nothing. This has nothing to do with Caitlyn Clark. I think just the fact that the team was called Team Clark makes it seem like it's a shot at her.
Instead, she focused on what she always does, letting her game and her poise speak for her. Even when the headlines swirled, Caitlyn kept her cool, even finding humor in it by thanking Nike for the extra publicity. That calm, level-headed response showed why she connects so deeply with fans.
Where does this competitive piece come from? We've already got 14. Oh, no, I'm just playing hard. We want to blow them out. We're a lot better than them. I hate to say it.
It's moments like this that reveal the difference between Caitlyn and many of her critics. Where others are quick to make careless remarks, she understands the spotlight she's in and uses it wisely. And that's exactly why fans rally around her every time she's targeted.
Caitlyn Clark team did not go to this like little meeting that they was wearing these shirts at. Come on, pay us more.
They see someone who rises above the noise and represents the future of the WNBA with dignity. Analysts and fans alike have said it. If the WNBA is finally thriving, it's because of Caitlyn Clark.
Team Clark, like, they didn't make it to the meeting either. You know, like, just like making a joke, trying to make the room lighter.
Because they were hungover. That was the joke, yes?
She has transformed the league from a niche sport into a national conversation. And that didn't happen through petty jabs or social media battles. It happened through her work ethic, her leadership, and her ability to inspire millions of new fans. So when Kelsey Plum's comments went viral for the wrong reasons, Caitlyn once again stood untouchable. She didn't need to fight back because the fans did it for her.
Look, it is what it is. This was something that went semi-viral during the All-Star break and was extremely relevant at that time. And, you know, obviously humans are human.
What stands out most in all of this is how Caitlyn Clark continues to lead by example, even when she's the one being singled out. Kelsey Plum's comment could have easily sparked tension or distracted Caitlyn from her game.
Yeah, it was like a positive, fun all-star game, and you were trying to just make a joke. And it just got twisted.
And I should have, like, hindsight 2020, because of the shirts, because of the fans. Like, I should have known it was a way more serious moment than a typical All-Star game.
Yeah.
Because I went into that press conference very like, happy-go-lucky, we won.
But instead, she brushed it aside and kept her focus where it belongs, on the court and on her team. That's been the story of Caitlin's rookie season. No matter how much criticism she faces, no matter how many times she's unfairly targeted, she responds with composure and resilience. When the spotlight shines its brightest, she doesn't let the negativity define her.
Bad joke. Kelsey Dumb's the reason every player in the WNBA needs PR training. Plum is not very bright. Kelsey deserves all the negative remarks and comments she got. Person can't try to explain it or say sorry after the fact because it only looks like you got caught and you want to seem like you're sorry.
She lets her play, her professionalism, and her growing influence speak louder than any words. And this is why fans rally around her. They see the constant shots being taken at her, but they also see how she refuses to be dragged down. Every time she's targeted, it only highlights the gap between her and those trying to dim her light.
It looked like a blatant shot. All right. It was a blatant shot. And it was a serious moment because I think part of it too was people turned into the All-Star game.
Caitlin has become more than just a star rookie. She's a symbol of the new energy that's breathing life into the WNBA. Even in moments where she's not scoring big numbers or putting up highlight reels, Caitlin's leadership continues to raise the profile of her team and the league itself. That's what makes her untouchable. No joke, no criticism, and no attack can erase the impact she's having on women's basketball right now.
I'll say it once again, the WNBA sucks at PR. Laughing my ass off, this is all damage control, and she still manages to come off as unlikable and completely disingenuous. That, you know what? That was, whatever. She's annoying as F. Damn, she's dumb. I'm going to tell you what really came off from all that.
At the end of the day, Kelsey Plum's joke only backfired, turning fans against her while once again proving Caitlin Clark's unmatched impact. Every time someone tries to drag Caitlin down, she rises above it, showing the kind of poise and leadership that makes her the face of the league. The truth is simple. Caitlin isn't just surviving the criticism, she's becoming stronger because of it. And that's why fans continue to stand with her no matter what. If you believe Caitlin Clark deserves better and will continue to shine despite all the hate, drop a comment saying 100% to show your support.